we're out there with the Velotric, and we are going to test the pedal assist 0 today. That's what we're testing. So we're going to be riding without using any of the electric power. It's just going to be straight pedaling. I'll be going through the gears and we'll be testing it. I'll see how far you can go. I mean, you know, it's up to, you know, whoever's riding it, how far they can go, but I'm just going to go like for like a mile or so to see, you know, how I feel after like a mile of pedaling without any help. So yeah, we're going to try that out. So yeah, let's do that. There we go. We're going to start the Relive app and go for 1 mile and see, you know, let's see what's hanging. Half a mile. It might be my head for all I know. I think it's in the 3rd speed right now. I think that's the one I was using yesterday for a minute when I was recording that other video. Okay, I'm in the second. I think it's the second one right now. I'm just seeing if the speedometer still works without... It actually coasts pretty good there. Let me crank some speed back up. I'm in 2nd gear. Okay, so the shifter in the back is the one that goes forward. Is the one that is the upshifter. The shifter in the front's the downshifter. I thought it was the other way around, but it's that way. You go down to 1st gear. There's not much resistance on the 1st gear. Probably be really good for hills like most bikes are. But yeah. Yeah, it's really smooth, the gears and the shifting and all that. And I haven't adjusted anything, so everything's on there just the way they set it up from the factory. I haven't touched any of that. Yeah, it seems to pedal okay. Of course, this thing is heavy too, you know. You got to realize that too. This thing, I think this thing weighs like 60 pounds. Yeah, this bike is not light. I think the seat should be up a little higher for me to, because my legs aren't extending out very far. I'm going to go down here and raise the seat up a little hair for this deal. I mean, I guess you could go on at a decent clip here. I mean, it would work out for you if you were out on the trail and you ran out of juice. You could make this work, but it's not something that I would want to do all the time. Let me raise the seat up a little hair, and then I'll try to go a little faster. See what I can get up as a top speed under my own power. Okay, that's in 1st gear right there. I got it out extended pretty good now. Well, it's a little bit better, let's put it that way. All right, guys, that's about as much pumping as I can do. I'm in 15, almost 15 miles an hour in fourth gear. Now I'm gonna coast for a while. That was pretty rough. Wow. Okay, so it's a doable thing. I mean, if you have to pedal this thing and get out of some jam, you can do it. Would I want to do it? No. I wouldn't want to pedal any bike. Kicked it down to third. Down to 2. Let me check this app to see if I made that mile yet. .8 miles, so we only got 0.2 miles to go, and then we made a mile. That's good enough for me. Yeah, it pedals fine. It's great. It's just how much you want to pedal. I mean, that's what it all boils down to. Will this get you out of a jam? Sure it will. No problem. Is it the easiest bike in the world to pedal? No, it's not the easiest, but it ain't the hardest either. Actually, this second gear, it actually pedals pretty nice, pretty easy. You're just not going to get a lot of speed out of it. But if you don't mind taking your time getting to where you're going, then it's not going to matter. Yeah, you can go at this 7-8 mile an hour clip here in the second gear, just pedaling real easy. You could probably pedal like this for a long time, actually. Yeah, that third gear starts really ramping up the tension when you're just pedaling. Second gear is probably what you'd want for something like this. If you were just gonna pedal nice and easy, I would just go with the second gear. You'll get where you're going at 7 miles an hour. Let me put it to you that way. All right, I made my 1 mile. That's good. That's good enough for me. There it is. That's all I wanted to do was check this out. least it's real comfortable. All right, guys, so there you go. My mouth's dry. I forgot my water bottle. I'm gonna be heading up to Starbucks right now to get that, so. All right, guys, I just wanted to check this out to see how it would be just pedaling it. It's fine. It's kind of like the electric mini light or whatever it was. Kind of pedaled about like that, so yeah, it's okay. All right, guys, have a nice day, man. I'll talk to you later.
That's all, folks.